Chapter 1. Demographics Don't Lie. It is late afternoon in a small town in northern Italy. The streets are quiet, not just because of the heat, but because there simply aren't many young people left to walk them. Stores close earlier now. The local school has shut down, merged with one in a neighboring village. The mayor complains that there are not enough hands to pick fruit from the orchards that once defined the town's economy. Yet, at the edge of the fields, a group of African migrants bends low in the rows, their laughter carrying in the dry summer air. They are the only reason the fruit harvest will happen at all. This scene is repeated across the West. Empty schools, overburdened hospitals, aging citizens, and alongside them, migrant workers filling the gaps. The population crash. Across the developed world, birth rates have collapsed. To sustain a population, each woman needs to have an average of 2.1 children, but in nearly every Western country, the number is far lower. Italy, 1.2. Spain, 1.3. Germany, 1.5. United States, 1.6. Japan, 1.2. The result is a slow-motion demographic implosion. Populations are not just aging, they are shrinking. By 2050, Italy and Japan could each lose more than 1/5 of their people. In Germany, nearly 1/3 of citizens will be over 65. This is not an abstract statistic. It is a looming economic crisis. Fewer young workers mean fewer taxpayers. Fewer taxpayers mean weaker pension systems, underfunded healthcare, and collapsing public services. And so, even as anti-immigrant slogans dominate politics, the math tells another story. Without immigration, Western societies will wither. Case study, Japan, a warning from the future. Japan is often held up as an example of resistance. Unlike Europe or North America, it has historically resisted large-scale immigration. Its culture prizes homogeneity. Its politicians openly argue that Japan should remain Japanese, but the cost of that choice is staggering. Japan now has one of the oldest populations in the world. Rural towns are emptying, entire villages are disappearing. The government has had to create special abandoned property registries for millions of homes left behind by deceased or childless residents. Robots are being tested to provide elder care, but the problem is deeper than machines can fix. A society without enough young people becomes a society that struggles to innovate, to grow, even to dream. Japan's GDP has been stagnant for decades. Despite being one of the richest nations, it has quietly accepted decline as the price of keeping its borders relatively closed. For the West, Japan is not just a country, it is a mirror of what awaits if immigration is resisted. Case study, Canada, growth through migration. Contrast this with Canada. Unlike Japan, Canada has embraced immigration as central to its national identity. Nearly 1 in 4 Canadians today is foreign-born, the highest ratio in the G7. Canada's population has not only stabilized, it is growing faster than any other advanced economy. In 2023, Canada added more than 1 million new residents, almost entirely through immigration. Its labor market absorbed them, its universities recruited them, and its cities, though strained by housing shortages, continue to expand. Immigration is not seen as a failure in Canada, it is seen as a strategy. It provides workers for healthcare, tech, and construction. It sustains the pension system, and it reshapes culture in ways that, while sometimes contested, keep the country dynamic. The lesson is clear. In the face of demographic decline, immigration is not just beneficial, it is survival. The youth bulge elsewhere. While the West grays, other regions are bursting with youth. In Africa, the median age is just 19. In Nigeria alone, the population is projected to surpass the United States by 2050. South Asia, too, continues to produce enormous generations of young people entering adulthood with few opportunities at home. This imbalance, aging societies in the north, youthful ones in the south, creates a gravitational pull. Migration is not simply desire, it is necessity. Young people will go where jobs exist, where stability is possible, where survival feels more secure. Attempts to dam this flow are like trying to hold back a river with bare hands. The pension time bomb. Consider Germany. By 2035, there will be only 2 working-age Germans for every retiree. Without immigration, pensions will collapse under the weight of too many retirees and too few contributors. Economists warn that to maintain its workforce, Germany needs at least 400,000 immigrants per year. The United States faces a similar dilemma. Social Security is under strain as baby boomers retire. Without new workers, many of them immigrants, the system risks insolvency. This is why, despite fierce political battles, Western governments quietly expand work visa programs, student pipelines, and asylum systems. It is not generosity, it is arithmetic. Narrative: the care worker. In a hospital in London, Maria, a nurse from the Philippines, tends to an elderly British patient. Maria left her children behind, sending money home each month. She works double shifts, filling a gap that the National Health Service cannot fill locally. There are tens of thousands like her across Europe and North America. Migrants who care for the elderly, clean homes, raise children, and perform the invisible labor that allows Western societies to function. Without them, the cracks in the demographic system would become chasms. Analysis: the math of inevitability. This is the cold truth. Western countries can build walls, tighten laws, and promise crackdowns, but they cannot change their birth rates overnight. They cannot conjure a new generation of taxpayers. Immigration is not replacing populations, it is keeping them alive. The war on immigration is at its core a war against math, and math always wins. Closing thought. In the town in northern Italy, the orchards are harvested not by the grandchildren who might once have worked them, but by newcomers. The fruit makes it to market, the economy continues, life goes on. This is the quiet reality of the 21st century. Western societies may resist immigration, but they cannot survive without it. Demographics do not lie. And demographics have already decided the outcome of this so-called war.